Why, hello. Do you ever think to yourself, man, it would be nice if I could just know the quadratic equation and how to use it, and also discriminants? Well, if you're anything like me, it'll be like a Thursday night, and you'll be like, wow, I could really be doing some math right now. So I have created this video tutorial to show you how to use these things. So here is an example of an equation that you may see that you can actually solve with this thing, which is the quadratic formula. So you just plug in these variables, obviously, and take a to a and a to a and c to c. And then you have yourself a tangled mess that makes a number. So you don't plug in the x's, I don't think. No, you don't plug in the x's, because there's no x's in this, except for this one. You're trying to find x, though. Okay, so an example of one of these equations that you might see, I'll write it down, would be y. Wow, that's large. Y equals x squared plus 2x minus 3. So this would be, a would be in front of x, so that we're just going to say a equals 1, and then b would be 2, because b is right here. So b equals 2. And then c is this. It's right after that. So then c equals -3. So then you'd plug all these into the quadratic formula, which is x equals -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Everything's divided by 2a. So just as an example, we'll put this in there. So I'm not going to write that. So x equals -2 plus or minus the square root of 2 again, 2 squared minus 4, and then 1 -3. Okay, so, and then that's over 2a, of course, but 2a is now to 1 because 1 is a. So, what do we do now? Well, hold on. So, as I was saying, what do we do now that we have all this plugged in? Well, you'll notice on this side of the equation, there's no variables anymore. So you're going to want to do everything under here, take the square root of it, right? So we'll do that first. We'll do everything under here first. So 2 squared minus 4 times 1, which we can just get rid of the times 1 because it doesn't really matter in this situation, times -3. So that'll turn into 4. And then it's both negatives, it'll turn into 12. So And then this is under the square root. But guess what? We can do that even further. Wow. So then this equals the square root of 16. So then this is negative 16. So we can simplify all this, because this is now obsolete. No, this is now obsolete. We can get rid of that. So this turns into x equals negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 16. Well, okay, and then 2, 1, which we can just simplify to 2. So now we just have this beautiful equation right here. But whoa, guess what, guys? We know this. We know this one. This equation, this square root right here. Wow, I think we learned this a little bit ago. It's pretty crazy, if I do say so myself, that we have learned this already. It is the square root of 16 is 4, so x equals negative 2 plus or minus 4 over 2. So then we're going to do both, wow, that's a bad plus or minus. I'm just going to fix that a little bit. So then we can do both possibilities. So we can do the minus and the plus. So I'm going to do the plus first. So negative 2 plus 4 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so x would equal 1 in that situation. And then negative 2 minus 4 would be 6. And then 6 divided by 2 is 3, so x would equal 3 in that one. So then we have 2. Okay, so wait. Negative 2 minus 4. Nope. Negative 2 plus 4, 6. Oh boy, it's 2. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. Oh, this would be negative 3. Oh no. Negative 3. Okay, so my bad. So then these are your two outcomes, and you're good. Yay. Well, discriminant is just looking at this thing right here. Oh, wow, Grant. So we're going to look at the stuff under the square root or radical. So if this is greater than 0, if this value, when you plug everything in, is greater than 0, you're going to have two solutions. And then if this is equal to 0, you'll have one oh my gosh, bad writing. So and then if it's less than 0, you're going to have no solutions or no solution. Just pretend that says solution. We're going to go ahead and set one of these bad boys up. Negative x squared plus 3x 3x minus 6 equals 0. Right. Yep. Okay. So we're going to plug this into the quadratic equation. So it'll be negative 1, which we can just shorten to negative 2 for the sake of not writing that much. So, what will we do? We're going to take all of this and we're going to simplify that and then see if it's greater than, less than, or equal to 0. This will be negative 15. Negative 15 is less than 0. So this will have no real solution. And if you graph these apply to graphs, so if it has one solution, if this is the x-axis, it would have 1 point here. And then if it was two solutions, it would have look like something like this, have 2 points. No real solution would just be like one of these with nothing touching the x. So, I hope you enjoyed that quick tutorial, because I really loved making it. It was a whole bunch of fun. I hope you learned a lot, because I learned a lot. And now I will never have that problem where I'm like, man, quadratic equation would be a lot of fun right now. So thank you for watching my video tutorial. Goodbye.